So, yeah. Okay, so recently, yesterday on August 25th, the live action series for Death Note came out on Netflix. Okay, so today I finally got the time and watched it, and I don't know how I feel about it. I will admit I didn't really like it that much, but I mean, everyone was kind of expecting that it wasn't going to be good. I don't know, this one, I am a fan of the original Death Note anime series, okay? And so this movie, I was really looking forward to it. But then at the same time, obviously, I had some doubts. I was like, oh, it's probably not going to be good. And so I watched it, and I actually made a list of things I really wanted to talk about, okay? Because there was a few things that I liked, but then there were actually quite a few things I did not like. So overall, Light's character was obviously really different. Okay, so Light Turner is definitely different from Light Yagami. Okay, Light Yagami, he was a straight A, always perfect student. Okay, and so that's why in the original Death Note anime, it was his character of being a good student really kind of critical in the original anime, because no one would ever suspect such a great student and stuff like that. When they were in this live action, he was kind of really like troublemaker, you know. He wasn't really like the anime Light, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see. And so Light's character over throughout the movie kind of made me mad. I'm just gonna be real. I don't like Light in the movie. I really don't. I was actually wanting him to die. Me and my sister were actually watching it, and we were just like, oh my gosh. Another thing that's actually really important in Death Note anime, and why we really all love Death Note, was the constant battle between Light and L. You know, two really smart people just fighting against each other and stuff like that. Like, just and that's what this live action series is really lacking. Okay, Light's character in the live action series in this movie, he was not smart at all. He was over there freaking reading the Death Note in the gym. He literally was like shouting to Misa, and well, Mia is in this new live action movie. So yeah, they were literally screaming about all their plans and everything out loud while they're walking in the hallway of school, and I'm just over here like, what the heck? Light was not very smart when it came to all this stuff. Okay, now moving on to Mia, basically Misa, okay? Now, Mia's character was annoying too. To be honest, shockingly, I found Mia to be way more annoying than actual Misa in the anime, which is incredible, because Misa is already like an annoying character, but okay. But obviously I understand they're not trying to adapt these characters the exact same way as the anime, but I mean, you can't help but kind of criticize it a bit, you know? Now, let's see here. I will admit Ryuk was actually great. Like, I'm just gonna be real, Ryuk and L were actually two of kind of the best parts. In my opinion, I feel like those two are the best. There were a few things I didn't really like about L, but that's like later on. I will explain that. But overall, their characters were actually the best in this whole entire movie, in my opinion. Now, the pacing was really, really fast, but I understand. When I heard it was going to be a movie, I was questioning. I'm like, they should really make it into a series. But did a movie, so the pacing was obviously going to be really fast. Too fast, actually. It was, yeah. The whole entire relationship between Light and Mia was so, I hated it. In the original anime, like, Light wanted to kill Misa. Like, Light did not like Misa at all. She even threatened to kill Misa, you know. And in here, their relationship just seems so forced, and I was like, oh my gosh. They were going for like this, like the Harley Quinn Joker type of crazy couple over there killing people, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I hated the relationship. Was just so uncalled for, but whatever, man. Now Ryuk's character was a little bit different too. So Ryuk was actually really forcing the Death Note onto Light. Like, he was like telling Light, you know, write a name down, and saying like, oh, here, you can, you know, you can kill all these people and stuff like that. So really, it was more of Ryuk trying to push the Death Note onto Light, and so that was a little bit off for me, which is, but whatever, you know. Hold on, looking over my notes here. The deaths were overall pretty interesting. I will appreciate like the work that they did put in those gruesome scenes were overall pretty good. Now L, let's go on and talk about L. So his character was actually the most kind of, like I said, the reason why I didn't really like L a little bit, I'll explain that later, but I'm going to tell you what I really liked about him, was that in the beginning his character actually really did seem promising. Like, he acted pretty much the same way like L, you know, he likes sweets, he sits like L, and stuff like that, and he actually shows like he's pretty intelligent and stuff like that, so there's that. But later on in the movie, L resorts to violence. He ends up getting a gun, and he was actually gonna kill Light, and I felt like that was really out of character. Like, L, all he wants to do is just bring people to justice and everything. He doesn't really want to go out and just like resort to violence and kill people. Okay, so that's the only thing I didn't really like about L's character. Besides that, he was really just like L in the anime, but besides that whole part where he wants to kill kill Light and everything. Yeah, that's the only part I did not like about L's character. They changed that aspect about him. I will admit the twist at the end was pretty interesting in a way. Like, finally we actually getting some, like, because in the original anime, it'd be like Light would like plan out this whole entire like plan and write in the notebook, say like, at exactly this time, you know, this person will, you know, get on a bus and this will happen and stuff like that. And at the very end, it really all came together and really explained that whole entire plan and stuff like that. So it was pretty nice to see that at the end. So, and that's what I really enjoyed. Like I said earlier, the thing with Death Note is the constant battle between L and Light, you know. So like, Light, he is not very smart in this freaking movie. He really isn't. I'm just like, bruh, what you doing? But yeah, I mean, I feel like overall that's basically what I have to say. I understand that the movie was definitely trying to do, you know, something different. Like, as a movie, I thought it was pretty good, okay? Like, if it wasn't being based off of, you know, of an anime or and stuff like that. Overall, as a movie, it was pretty good, okay? But, like, being an adaptation of the actual anime and stuff like that, it wasn't that great. Because, to be honest, I was really looking forward to a scene where some really epic music plays and Light just like writing everything, just going like shh and stuff like that, you know? But that didn't happen. I was like, oh, no. So, no, those are really my thoughts on this live action. Yeah, overall, it wasn't that great. But I mean, it's still unique in its own way. You want to go watch it, you know, you can, but just warning you, don't have high expectations. So, dang. But yeah, those are really my final thoughts on the Death Note live action movie. And really, that's all I have to say.